Job performance. Job performance includes three things: attendance and availability of the employee, quality of work produced, and attitude and behavior on the job. Frequently, supervisors may be aware of one or two key job performance problems, when in fact many more exist. A referral to the EAP or to any other source of help is aided by using a checklist as follows. Attendance and availability. 1. Absent without leave. 2. Absent from worksite without a good reason. 3. Excessive sick leave. 4. Absent Mondays, Fridays, after holidays, and the day after payday. 5. Repeated absences for longer periods of time. 6. Elaborate, increasingly improbable reasons for absences. 7. Early departure from work. 8. Excessive tardiness. 9. Long lunch hours or not coming back for work. 10. Unexpected absences for 2 to 4 days. 11. Family members and others calling in sick for the employee. 12. Disappearing on the job for 1 to 2 hours. Quality of work. 1. Missed deadlines. 2. Errors due to inattention and poor judgment. 3. Erratic work pace alternating between periods of high and low productivity. 4. Short periods of good performance after corrective interviews. 5. Lapse of attention, inability to concentrate. 6. Complaints from people outside the work unit. 7. Elaborate and improbable alibis for work deficiencies. 8. Confusion and increasing difficulty handling assignments. 9. Blames others for job performance problems. 10. Exaggerated work accomplishments, increasing tendency to look good, especially after absences. 11. Domestic problems interfere with work. 12. Inappropriate request for recognition of average performance. 13. The employee refuses to follow instructions of the supervisor. They may interrupt, refuse to listen, and act belligerent. Attitude and behavior. 1. Complaints of being treated unfairly. 2. Overreaction to real or imagined criticism. 3. Inability to hear or accept feedback. 4. Undependable statements. 5. Lying. 6. Avoidance of associates. 7. Unreasonable resentments towards supervisor, coworkers, and the organization. 8. Evidence of financial problems such as borrowing money from coworkers. 9. Loss of ethical values such as tampering with the time card or theft of equipment. 10. Excessive use of telephone for personal business. 11. Deterioration of personal hygiene. 12. Mood swings during the day. 13. Mood changes from one day to the next. 14. Complaints of not feeling well. 15. The employee claims of getting help for personal problems without improved performance. 16. Excessive apologizing for work deficiencies without making changes. 17. Drinking on the job or smelling of alcohol. Do not diagnose. Do not discuss an employee's drinking or drug problem. You are no match for the employee's ability to argue against the diagnosis. Your personal influence will not motivate an employee to accept proper treatment. Discussing an employee's possible drinking or drug problem invites discussion about what to do about it. Such discussions lead the supervisor to accept the employee's plan for getting help. Employees with alcoholism or drug addiction problems may seek help from time to time, but it is frequently the wrong type of help, misdirected, not professionally monitored, or just improper. Employees will always seek help that least interferes with continued drinking. Searching for a doctor who prescribes cross-addictive, cross-tolerant medications are a good example. All lead to the same result, a continuation of the drinking or drug problem. Enabling allows an alcoholic or drug addict to avoid responsibility for the direct or indirect consequences of a drinking or drug use problem. Enabling is something that people do who are in relationships with alcoholics or drug addicts. These could be family, friends, and of course, coworkers. As long as you're in a relationship with an alcoholic or drug addict, it will be very difficult not to enable. Enabling may be covering up for a coworker, protecting the coworker from consequences, accepting excuses without requiring changes in performance, loaning money for financial problems, drinking with the alcoholic or using drugs with the addict, failing to act on disciplinary action if it is threatened if you're a supervisor, or letting your own drinking or drug use interfere with your decision to take a stand and deal directly with your employees' or coworkers' problematic behavior. World's most enabling statement. But he or she is a functional alcoholic. Translation: the drinking problem doesn't bother me. There is no such thing as a functional alcoholic, just like there is no such thing as functional cancer. This term is an example of enabling. In a sense, all alcoholics, if they're alive, are functional. It's a matter of degree. This term is destructive because it helps the alcoholic avoid treatment.